Imagine a world where a single legend could ignite the ambitions of thousands, making kings lose their minds, making generals trade their lives, and pushing European explorers into jungles so dark that even sunlight refused to touch the ground. And all of it because of one whispered word: El Dorado. A city of gold so bright it could blind those who dared to look at it. A kingdom where every wall was plated with pure gold, every river carried golden dust, and its king bathed in gold powder like a living deity. But no one had ever truly seen it. No proof existed, only rumors growing, mutating, consuming. Yet behind that myth lies another story, a real one. A story of the Muisca people and a sacred ritual never meant to leave their valley. A story of European rulers who were willing to sacrifice entire nations for even the faintest chance of finding gilded glory. And the darkest truth of all, a man who eventually found El Dorado, but not in any form the world had ever imagined. Whispers of gold above Guatavita Lake. A thin veil of mist hovered over Lake Guatavita. The air was still, aside from the soft rustle of wind brushing through the leaves. Upon a raft woven from reeds, a man stood tall. His skin was covered in shimmering gold dust, glowing like a second sun. He was the Zipa, the new leader of the Muisca. Warriors and elders gathered at the lake's edge, forming a half circle. They witnessed their young leader preparing for the most sacred ritual, the ceremony of kingship. As the raft drifted toward the center of the lake, the Zipa raised his hands, calling upon the spirits of his ancestors. Then, slowly, he stepped into the water. The gold powder dissolved, creating swirls of golden light around it. His people cried out, asking the gods for blessings. For them, it wasn't wealth, not opulence, not a city of gold. It was symbolism. A reminder that a leader, like water, must give, not possess. But this ritual, never intended to escape the valley, was secretly witnessed by a runaway slave hiding among the trees. And he was the first to tell the Europeans about a golden king. From one mouth to another, the meaning twisted, embellished, distorted. If the king wears that much gold, they said, his city must be made of it. And so the legend began. Insanity followed. In the Spanish court, King Charles V read report after report, stories of a golden realm somewhere beyond the ocean. His eyes narrowed. This was not rumor to him. It was opportunity. Gold meant power, war, dominion. He launched the first expedition. It failed. The second never returned. The third only found jungle, swamps, and death. And yet every failure only fueled the madness. Swedish bandits wanted to chase it. German emperors obsessed over it. French nobles dreamed of it. El Dorado was no longer legend. It was an addiction, one powerful enough to unhinge entire civilizations. Among those who hunted El Dorado, one name stands above the rest: Gonzalo Pizarro, brother of the infamous conquistador Francisco Pizarro. Gonzalo had lost his home, his brothers, and his political power. All he had left was ambition. He marched with 220 Spaniards and 4,000 conscripted natives. They plunged into the Amazon with no map, no direction, no certainty. Rain never stopped. Leeches clung to legs like curses. Trees towered so high they swallowed the sky. Men vanished from camp simply by straying a few meters. Still, Gonzalo pushed forward. Beyond this jungle, he swore, lies a river of gold. With every step, the journey grew more insane. They slaughtered horses for food. They drank muddy water. They trusted no one, not even their own shadows. Then the breaking point came. The soldiers mutinied. Amid the chaos, another man seized control. Francisco de Orellana, Gonzalo's closest friend. With hastily built boats, Orellana sailed down a massive river, later named the Amazon. He abandoned Gonzalo. No food, no direction, no hope. Only 80 of 4,000 men survived. Gonzalo returned skeletal, hollow-eyed, yet his madness did not end there. Years passed. More and more expeditions were launched. Fortunes lost. Empires weakened. Thousands died nameless deaths. Then came the most mysterious figure of all, Sir Walter Raleigh, an English explorer. For years, he studied the tribes of South America, copied Muisca legends, decoded whispers. interpreted ancient signs, and finally, he declared that he knew where El Dorado was. He sailed again, journeying deep into regions so dangerous even local warriors refused to guide him. One night, Raleigh's men saw something glowing in the distance, golden light. They ran toward it, hearts pounding, branches slashing their faces, mud swallowing their boots. At the final row of bushes, they froze. What they found was not a city of gold, not the kingdom of Midas, not a divine realm. It was the ruins of an abandoned Muisca settlement. Clay walls, broken pottery, crumbled statues. And in the center, one object stole their breath, a statue coated in faded gold dust, its shimmer washed away by time. A statue of a man standing on a raft, with gold dust flowing into the water beneath him. Raleigh went silent. He understood. El Dorado was not a city, not a place, not a treasure. El Dorado was a ritual. El Dorado was a leader. El Dorado was a person. The city of gold Europe, chased for decades, was nothing more than a misunderstanding, magnified into a myth that devoured nations. And the biggest twist of all, the Muisca never claimed to have a golden city. They never even implied it. It was the world that created the myth and bled for it. Raleigh returned home with no gold, no glory, and eventually he was executed for lying to the crown. He died believing one thing: I found El Dorado. They simply refused to see it. El Dorado, the legendary city of gold, never existed. Yet it destroyed countless lives. It drained the treasuries of kingdoms. It lured nobles to their graves. It reshaped the Amazon forever. Because sometimes, the most dangerous thing is not the monster in the jungle, but the legend humans choose to believe. And the greatest irony? The Muisca never hid a golden city because they never had one. All they had was a lake, a sacred ritual and gold dust, misinterpreted, magnified, and transformed into one of the most catastrophic hunts in human history.